XRP holders, I am here with news for you. You won't believe what Donald Trump accomplished. Furthermore, Japan is changing its policies, so going forward for XRP, Bitcoin, and the crypto industry, this might be highly relevant. Hi there, gorgeous folks. Shalom, moneymakers. I have to ask you something, even if maybe your weird Friday is going great. I understand that the crypto market is not glitzy right now, and that prices are not, rising 20, 30, 40%. On the likes, though, I believe we could do a little bit better. Fine, I shall show you something. Yes? This is so the statistics correct from the channel. And as you can see, we haven't overcome anything close to 2,000 likes in a very long time. There was only one video here, 30,000 on views, and roughly 2,000 likes on it. I am thus a bit disappointed if not even 10% of you spent time smashing the like button. Yes, a bit let down in you. But I know from this video, you're going to smash it. You will crush it, since occasionally people need to be called out. I'm going to call out you guys right now, much as some people call me out. In the comment area, I'm not sure the last time we got 2,000. This was here. All right, this video thus attracted almost 40,000 views, just a little bit less than, hence not even 5% like-to-view ratio. Guys, I'm not sure. It is just a touch lacking. Perhaps this is because it's Miss Hitty crushed. Uncertainty exists. Still, I believe in you. XRP is thus right now $2.16, up 3.44% on the day. You still have Bitcoin more than 104,000. Ethereum around 2,500. SUI rose practically 10% that day. We have to be on alert. Right now, there is a lot of false information out. Fake news about Robinhood, scheduled for S&P 500 surfaced, and the stock surged, then is currently dropping down after hours. We have to be extremely cautious, but what we say and hear, Twitter has turned into just so much fake news. Since it takes 2 seconds essentially to tweet, people want to be first on Twitter. People are therefore tweeting bogus news. It then runs, and algos that scrape X or Twitter purchase and sell based on that, and individuals buy and sell in line with that. You should so triple, quadruple, check everything, every single bit of information you come across. I try my best as well, but occasionally it looks credible. Then, an hour or two later, it turns out that it was false news. Exactly. I will thus always let you know anytime a narrative like that comes about. Thus, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell as well to obtain notifications since, should an update arise, you would want to be informed about it. Alternatively, occasionally, I try to update on Twitter. On Twitter, I am truly terrible. Why is not clear to me. Simply said, I never grew up using it. I'm just pretty poor at Twitter since it wasn't popular where I live, and I just post not that much on social media, but returning now to the program. Exactly. After a local $305 million hack, increasing risk from overseas exchanges' failures, and Yuan now requires exchanges to keep their assets domestic, we did have breaking news from Japan that they just passed a major crypto reform, tightening AML rules, allowing in-app crypto use, and updating stablecoin regulations. Generally speaking, Japan leads the way. Although their economy is not performing very well lately, their prime minister, reflected the Japanese scenario to the Greek debt problem. You thus never want to be judged against one of the biggest financial crises in history, but he did exactly this. Still, they are altering crypto laws. XRP is really huge in Japan, as we are aware. One finds plenty of integration with XRP and with Ripple. This will thus be fascinating to observe how this may impact XRP moving ahead. We did find specifics about the second set of trade negotiations between the USA and China. Representing the US will be June 9th. London, Lutnick, Greer, and Besson. They are sending the huge hounds then, right? Not the president, but secretaries instead. This is the kind of crucial talks. Nothing was closed, it appears from the phone call between Trump and Xi, but perhaps they said, hey, think about it. For me, these are absolutely must items. And hence, perhaps that's what was mentioned there, stuff like that. Then, on June 9th, they will work through the specifics here. Thus, wait a moment. Just know, since for me it's already beyond 12 a.m. Monday morning. Monday, so most likely to provide a lot of market turbulence. Get ready for it. June 9th. And so, that'll be really crucial. Load your bags June 8th. Then, new all-time high. Approaching. Perhaps this is the case. That will be fascinating. Following yesterday's announcement of news on the True Social files of President Trump, the one forming their Bitcoin ETF today finds that they also register up to $12 billion in new securities. What then will happen with the potential of selling shares to raise perhaps $12 million? Will that go to the more, adding the bags of the ETF, or is that to fill should the ETF be popular? They would require liquidity in order to buy the assets for the ETF and things like that. That is therefore fascinating. Once the money is gathered, maybe they will use it for something else. That is, an essential continuance as we see the Trump ecosystem continue to be super-duper pro-crypto, and we are in this situation whereby Bitcoin is holding quite hard. Well, and altcoins are not. And mostly this is due to retail's lack of interest. I mentioned this in full in the last video from tonight. However, we should realize that some people in the comment area seem a little lost. And what we need to know here is they will say, well, why is Bitcoin holding? You heard, what if you watched that video? Bitcoin is currently being consumed by, you heard what Michael Saylor said. Institutions are eating it up. Companies are swallowing it up. The ETFs are swallowing it like crazy. Correct? And not quite altcoins. Usually, the money flows into Bitcoin, then circles out to Ethereum, then circles out to the altcoins, the rest. And it isn't happening right now. Though it hasn't happened yet, it can still happen. If you follow the traditional law of the 4-year cycle, the peak is 500 days. After the halving, theoretically. Now, if we top it 150 on Bitcoin and XRP at $3 or $4, for you, will that be sufficient? Most of you will reply no, right? The crypto market has suffered like 20 months of bad market into like 4 or 5 months of bull markets, and then another 5 months. Like, it's not the same viewpoint that the crypto market has gone through the tough time.